So today is August 8th, the Lion Gates portal 888. And this is my daily rant for the day, boo. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all Americans been under a rock or whatever, but I don't know if y'all know what's going on in UK, but it's going down. Now, y'all say you American, you live in Turkey. Why do you care about UK? Well, I have friends in UK, and I eventually plan on living in UK. Like that's one of my destinations where I'm like, okay, I need to be over in UK. But let's get into it. So apparently there was a stabbing, not a shooting, not a mass shooting, but a stabbing that a man came in to the Taylor Swift dance school and actually unalived a bunch of young girls, right? Now, I know you Americans like, well, stabbing, like, we deal with mass shootings, so why they going so crazy over a stabbing? But let's get into it. See, in these other countries, I've been noticing that when something's happened and the citizens are unhappy, oh, they take to the street, they protest, right? Now, the police weren't out there with guns. They had their little sticks, you know what I'm saying, trying to hold back the protesters. They didn't have guns. They didn't have tear gas. They weren't doing none of that. And the people are protesting. They are in the police face like, look, we ain't dealing with this. We ain't going for this. This is not America. Y'all not about to be, letting us live in a country where people can come in and kill our children, right? And in America, sorry to say, but mass shootings, not stabbings. Like, I can't even remember when we had a mass stabbing ever, right? In my lifetime. Maybe before my lifetime. But we be having mass shootings, and it goes like, don't nobody be protesting. They be like, oh, we had another mass shooting. Not nan protests. I mean, you have police going into people homes, going into people apartments and shooting them in the face on camera. The police. Not one protest. What do we have? Oh, we have election time, and we just hoping that we get a candidate in office that's going to be the savior, right? But if we live in a sovereign country, which we really live in, it's a sovereign land. You can be sovereign. We all sovereign. But if we are the ones that pay the government, why, oh, why are we the last ones to have to like really stand up for ourselves when it comes to things like this? Now, I want to applaud everybody in UK that was like, look, we ain't going for it. Now, them trying to go at the mosque and, all this kind of stuff. I mean, I ain't with that, because at the end of the day, I'm not with destroying, a place that is a faith-based place. Because just because he's Muslim or supposed to be Muslim, does that mean that all Muslims are bad? No. But Americans, I need y'all to take notes, because at the end of the day, we are the home of the mass shootings. We are the home of the police killings on camera, and not one protest. And when we do have a protest, what are they doing? They trying to loot. They trying to go to Best Buy. They trying to go to Target. They trying to go to Gucci. They trying to go steal some stuff. They trying to go to the beauty supplies and loot the beauty supplies so they can get free hair and lashes and perm. That ain't the purpose of a protest. When they protest in 2020, right, and they tore up the CNN building, I can attest the protest was not working. It was not working because people were too busy going over to Phipps Plaza trying to steal from the Gucci store. I had went to the Gucci store that day, and later on that day, they looted the Gucci store. That's what they want to do when they protest in America. They want to turn it into a looting situation, a grab and go situation. And nothing changes. In these other countries, when they protest, there's change, right? The police are out there, but the people are in the police face like, look, we need change. In America, when they protest, what happens? 365 days later, another black person is being killed by police. Or another mass shooting at a public event. The people in UK like, we don't feel safe. Y'all need to do something about it. Now, granted, it's really hard. It would have been really hard for the police to kind of prevent this. But them saying we ain't dealing with this, they even saying, look, if it was an immigrant that came in here and did this, no more immigrants. We don't want no more immigrants, flat out. Don't get no money to Ukraine. Keep that money in-house. Don't let no more immigrants come in, because we don't want our children being stabbed. Not shot, but stabbed. right? And as an American, I'm like really stab? Like as an American, it's really crazy because we don't do stabbings. Like I need y'all to get that into y'all brain, and not trying to make light of the situation, but looking at what America would do in this situation and how it would have been in America versus UK, it is apples and onions. And guess who the onions? America, because we crying. So at the end of the day, when we have things like a Sanya Massey, when we have things like a mass shooting, okay, protests. Listen. I'm not saying go out and hurt a fellow police officer, but what I am saying is use your voices for real, for real. See what they doing in these other countries. But I feel like another problem is that Americans are so immune to like trauma and mass crisis. Like we really are immune to this kind of stuff. And do y'all realize that? And how sad is that? We so used to mass shootings. Like in high school, who in the urban community ain't dealt with they high school having a shooting? I went to Martin Luther King Jr. Senior High School, which I had to take a test to get into the CISC program, which is the International Studies program. And there was a shooting. Matter of fact, the big fight in the shooting was someone that I was dating at the time. Rest in peace, Big Mike. But America, we so used to tragedy, but these other countries, they not going for it. If someone takes an election, oh, they protesting, they going crazy. And I ain't talking about no January 6th protests either. So at the end of the day, take notes, American. Shout out to UK. I wish safety and happiness and just positivity over UK, because I'm trying to get there to get some vegan food. So I don't need it to be like, oh, no more immigrants, like even Americans, because I'm trying to go there. But we need to realize that these other countries, when they have an issue, oh, they addressing it. I seen a white man in I'll say UK, European, whatever. I don't know what he was. He was light, but he was in the police face like, and I did. And the police ain't shoot him. They ain't tase him. All they did was restrict him and then eventually arrest him. Meanwhile, in the United States, if they feel threatened with hot water, the police is shooting somebody. And then y'all wonder why I left America. I don't even... we really be afraid to call the police in America. When a black person gets stopped by the police, when their car gets pulled over, they scared for their lives. And guess what? If something happened to them, all it is just a mural on the wall, a RIP. Maybe they get mentioned at the BET Awards, and then we back to normal life, living in a place where it's just like, we immune to this. This been happening. Are y'all protesting? Are y'all mad here in America? It's nothing. So I hate to have to address this on 888, which is the Lions Portal Day. But listen, y'all, let's manifest the best version of ourselves today. Let's manifest being happy. Let's manifest being healthy. And let's manifest living in a world where your voice makes a difference and you do not have to deal with the social injustice. You do not have to deal with fear of your children being murdered, and you do not have to deal with the fact that the government does not support you when you have an issue. That's the kind of world I'm trying to live in. What country is that? Because that's where I'm trying to go. Okay, anyway, that's my daily rant for the day. I need to go fill my lashes and I got a few things I need to do, but I just wanted to start my morning with this daily rant because I was on YouTube looking up and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna let this go past. I gotta add this to my daily rant. And if you got offended by this, I'm sorry. I'm just speaking my truth. Because, people be offended about my daily rants and them following me. And I don't think like them. So I'm wrong. Am I wrong because I have an opinion? Am I wrong because I use my platform to speak, which is important to me, whether you like it or not? But, I think that's just America, where if you speak what you really feel, you're going to get a lot of hate. But guess what? I get a lot of love too, baby. I'm out. Peace.